So, hello everyone. Welcome back to Nicole Myths, Astrology and Tarot. These are the full moon in Pisces, now you see it readings. And for them, I am using my Mirror of the Soul Tarot, my archetype cards by Nicole Myths, and two of my own custom decks. One is my energy alignment deck, all right, light and shadow on each side. This deck is a one-of-a-kind right now, but at some point it will most likely be in my Etsy shop, so make sure to favorite the shop and keep tabs on me. Keep tabs on me and what I put in there, okay? I'm also using my new Divine Conversations deck, all right? And this is created with the intention, because no matter what energy we're in, sometimes in particularly stressful ones, or ones where we're worrying a lot or dealing with a lot of fear state, we have a very hard time hearing the mirror conversation that Spirit's trying to have with us to keep us on track. And so this is to make sure that you do get a clear communication from Spirit as to what the mirror conversation actually is, all right, so that you can stay in high alignment despite circumstances that may be challenging you beyond your control. Okay, so we are going to be using those 4 decks today. I do just want to take a moment and thank all of the individuals who participate in these events and purchase the secret code names, because without them these events would not be possible. Thank you very much on behalf of everybody who enjoys these messages and heals in divine time, because you know the whole point of these readings is that even though they do belong to an individual, and this personal reading for them is relevant to the time and space in their life that this recording is taking place, you know, the unfoldment of the full moon in Pisces over the next 2 to 4 weeks, there's messages in here that are timeless, right? And divine time for those who are drawn to a secret code name or resonate to a secret code name pops out at them, stands out to them for whatever reason. There is a message in here for you. So thank you to everybody who participates, not just in their own healing, but the healing of everybody else that catches these. You are greatly appreciated. And if you are one of those souls who are drawn to it in divine time and are grateful that, you know, there is an individual out there who wanted to be present for you in energy, no matter when you catch this, drop a thumbs up, put a like on the video, leave a comment, say thanks, you know, whatever you feel, you know, as an expression of gratitude that they were able to be here for you today in spirit, right? Truly grateful for everybody who participates in these. And with that said, we are going to get right into it. All right, so this is secret codename Twinkling Stars. Secret codename Twinkling Stars. Spirit, please, for this full moon in Pisces, what is the situation? Who are the people involved that they need to see clearly? Right now you see it. What do they need to see clearly? Who is involved? For secret codename Twinkling Stars, who's involved? Ooh, that one almost wanted to jump. There we go. Okay. Okay. We've got child, orphan, artist, and mediator. Let's get some energy alignments for them, please. Spirit, hit me. Interesting. I'm going to leave that there. Anything else want to come out? Guide me to where it goes. Okay. We have self-compassion on the top and chaotic energy on the bottom. Okay. Give me some insight into each of these individuals. What is going on in the inner workings? What is going on in the inner workings? Okay. All right, tell me a story. Tell me a story about these three. What is going on between them? Their energies are super clear, which absolutely needs to be seen. Okay. Bottom of the deck is the Four of Swords. Top of the deck is the Three of Swords for a total of 7 swords. Okay. So, Twinkling Stars. The first person in question got child orphan. So this is someone who is still healing childhood wounds, but also has the potential to be exceptionally strong because of these wounds, okay? Because of the experiences that created these wounds. If those experiences can be spiritually made sense of and let go of, it ends up being a great deal of strength for whoever they are. Now, in their shadow, it's feelings of abandonment, right? Child orphan. Feelings of abandonment that stifle their maturation, and they seek inappropriate surrogate families. Inappropriate surrogate families. In their light, they're independent, based on learning to go at it alone and conquering the fear of surviving. Okay, so person number 1 is 1, afraid of being alone. 2, doesn't necessarily feel like they're capable on their own. And 3, attaches themselves to families that are not their actual family. Okay. Not in blood and or even in soul, right? It's karmic. It's not even soul family. It's karmic. It's obligatory. It's stressful. It's conditional. Okay. This person is marriage material, and they're very receptive to relationship dynamics. They're very receptive to happy endings, but they are in fact a bit jaded. All right, they're a bit jaded by things that have fallen apart, not just with family dynamics, but with relationship dynamics, right? Because if we're talking about marriage and being marriage material and receptive, this person is probably a very genuine, caring person who does a lot for other people that it's all karmic. It's not actually soul aligned, okay? And that has to be addressed because this person has an abandonment wound that comes from history of not feeling strong on their own, being codependent, and then being abused in that codependency and made to feel small, made to feel like they need people when they really don't. This person also came forward as a King of Cups. The princes in this deck are the kings, because we have the princesses, the knights, the queens, and then the princes, which are the kings. They're coming forward as a King of Cups, and he's drinking this glowing cup, or peering into this glowing cup that has a snake coming from it. I don't know if you can see that. Okay. And he's got the eagle on his crown. Or at the crown of his head. And of course, obviously the eagle is flying his chariot there. So divine protection and divine movement forward, right? Eagles are indicative of Archangel Michael. And this is someone who has a lot of deep emotions, right? This is someone who has a lot of deep emotions and probably bottles a lot of those emotions, okay? And can't feel them, doesn't want to feel them. Maybe because in the past, when they were feeling abandoned or be made to feel not good enough, their feelings were negated. Okay, their feelings were negated in the past. And so they have this wiring in the mind that says, your feelings are irrelevant, don't talk about them. Your feelings are irrelevant, don't act on them. Right? This is the first person in question. To be fair, I feel like it could be you, okay, the viewer. The next person that we have here is the artist. In their shadow, they use their talents as an excuse to mistreat others, posing as the starving artist to elicit pity. Okay? This person likely in their shadow takes from this person here. Okay? And they probably have a really good knack for painting a very vivid picture. They probably can talk somebody into just about anything, especially if they're using pity, if they're eliciting pity from people. They need this. They need that. They need you to do it. They can't do it on their own. They need you to do it. It has to be you. Pity. I'm dealing with this problem. I'm dealing with that problem. It says artist, but I feel like it's more like con artist. In their shadow. In their light, they express a dimension of life that is just beyond the five senses, inspiring you to see life symbolically. Okay, so this person is desirable. Okay, this person is desirable, but they have a lot of burdens. A lot of burdens. We have a Saturn and Sag, 10 of Wands, energy, right? This is Saturn and Sag archetypal energy. This is someone who has a lot of spiritual burdens, and it's because they've chosen it with their own shit, right? It's their own choices and behavior. When they elicit that kind of pity and they pose as someone who needs from you, and you are desiring of them, you would do anything for this person, okay? You desire their approval. You might actually enjoy the fact that they need you because of your abandonment wound, right? Now we see it. You're seeking approval from this person and like being needed by this person because of your abandonment wound. You desire them because of the abandonment wound. But they're karmic. They're playing you. Spiritually, they're playing you. And they make you, they're a mirror for you, right? Inspiring you to see life symbolically. Expressing a dimension of life that is just beyond the five senses. It triggers your intuitive discernment type of attributes. This person, you want to believe this person. And you want to believe this person, that you're needed by this person and feeling important with this person, feeling like a keystone with this person, because of your wounding. Okay, the child orphan wounding. The third person here, we've got the mediator. Now this person and their shadow, they negotiate with an ulterior motive or hidden agenda, either personally or professionally. They interact in self-interest really fucking often. Like 9.5 times out of 10. They're going to be acting in self-interest. I feel like it's very rare that this person would ever actually act on behalf of someone else unconditionally. There's always a condition. There's always something for them to benefit from. Otherwise, I don't feel like they'd do it. I feel like it's a waste of time for them. This person's not honorable, right? Honorable came out in the reverse. They're a liar. They skew or omit facts. And they're in their own mental prisons, right? They're unwilling to save themselves. They trauma bond. They trauma bond. This person comes off as a mediator. They project as someone who is willing to help or give advice, but they're giving advice and they're projecting this energy in order to benefit some way, somehow from it. Whether they're gaining respect, whether they're gaining a favor owed, whether they're gaining a you keep a secret for them. They're getting something out of it and they know it. They're benefiting in some way. They benefit off of the trauma of other people, right? They trauma bond. They are unwilling to save themselves, and they will absolutely take advantage of anybody who has trauma. In their light, they have a gift for negotiating fairness and strategy, personal and professional. And they respect both sides of an argument. So in the light, this person will absolutely work out an issue between two people. They'll be just, they'll be fair, they'll be reasonable, they'll be logical, they'll make sense. They consider both sides to find that harmony, that agreement, but it doesn't come without a price. It doesn't come without a cost. It doesn't come without a debt. They don't just do it to be fucking kind. You energetically owe them. Unwilling to save themselves, that's further clarified with the Six of Swords in the reverse. That's Mercurial Aquarian energy. This person is unwilling to think and or see or perceive Mercury energy from the higher perspective. This person is what I would call in D&D terms, they're an NPC. They're a player in the game, but they're not a player on your team. They're just a character. They're just a character in the story, and they manipulate things. The Two of Swords, it's a card of peace. They will always make peace, but it puts people between a rock and a hard place later. Mediator comes with a cost. This mediator comes with a cost. And these are the characters that you're dealing with as the child orphan. Okay. You're dealing with someone who is very desirable, but it's only because of your wounding. And then you've got another person who is mediating possibly between the two of you. And they got a hidden agenda. They've got a hidden agenda or hidden motive. Now the story going on. The story we have going on here. We've got the Sun, the Seven of Cups, the Temperance card, Knight of Swords, the Lovers, and the Seven of Wands, which is Valor. I think this artist, because this Temperance card in this deck is in fact the art card. It says art at the bottom. I feel like this person, because you're so light, okay, right? We're talking a receptive marriage material, king level energy. I think because you're so light and you have this desire to stay light, right? So that you're not abandoned. You might overshine instead of utilizing your darker yin energy, where you know you deserve to receive, right? Because yin is receptive. You deserve to receive. You might not delve into your dark attributes, not your shadow, because the shadow is a weird mix of the two that doesn't make any sense. It doesn't actually get you anywhere. But to focus in on your yin might be something that you have a hard time doing because of the fear of abandonment. You might not want to ruffle feathers. You might not want to cause, waves or anything like that. You might not want to make waves. And so it leaves you really confused as to why you're dealing with such a reality. Especially if someone in the reality has a drinking problem, because the Seven of Cups in this deck is debauch. And is definitely someone who devils into excess, toxicity, excess toxic behaviors. And you're probably confused. And this person is helping you alchemize that yin and yang, fire and ice type energy. All right. And this mediator is communicating quite quickly in these scenarios, reminding you that you have a choice, that you always have a choice to stand up for yourself. You always have that choice to stand up for yourself. And this is what is going on between everybody. You're shining very, very brightly in your light, taking highly aligned actions. However, that's your yang, and your yin energy is what is required right now. Your ability to stand up for yourself, which means you have to elicit your dark or yin attributes. People don't always like that. We get vilified for that. Okay, we get called a bitch or an asshole or selfish for that, when alignment's alignment. People either deserve all of your light or they don't. And I feel with this top and bottom of the deck, like you need to be able to call a truce. You need to be able to call a truce, even if it's a heartbreaking truce with yourself. Because I feel like with a total of 7 swords between the top and bottom, you're lying to yourself. And you're robbing yourself of certain higher aligned energies being received. Point blank, period. All right, so what is it, Spirit, that they might be missing in the mirror conversation that you have with them as they're dealing with all of these energies? What mirror conversation is being missed as guidance for them moving forward? How can they better understand why these people are in their mirror? Yeah, you're wasting your money. You're spending it on the wrong things or the wrong people. Help yourself. You're putting out money on the wrong people. You are somewhere you don't belong. It's not the future you're trying to make it be. Let it go. Dispel your pride. You didn't fail. Pay off your debts and save. These are energy drains. These people, look at this shit. They're energy drains. They're using your resources. You're spending your money on them, whether it's gas, food, a roof, any kind of needs. You're wasting your money. You need to be saving and paying off your own debts. You don't belong here with these people. Dispel your pride. It is not your job. That I'm needed, I need to be needed, that's some pride shit. You got abandonment wounds. And you're sticking around this very karmic situation that you don't belong in, wasting your fucking money. And you shouldn't be. It's not in alignment. And now you see. All right, and now you see. You see it clearly. So, now that you see it, I do have faith you can move forward in the right direction and kind of snap out of this karmic spell you're under and get moving on the rest of your life moving forward, because you're more than capable. All right. Until next time, my love and support is with you always. If you haven't dropped a like yet, please do leave a comment. Let me know how it resonated, and I will see you next time. Take care.